Welcome to another edition of Whiteboard Weather. We have a whiteboard and we obviously have some weather. Now it is almost Halloween, a week out, and I'm dressed a little bit in black just to set the mood. I'm not dressed like Frankenstein or a ghost or anything like that. Maybe I'll have to do that next week. But we have some very dire situations to talk about. Two windows of opportunity to talk about how kind of unfulfilling the weather has been recently. So going on to last year, October 22nd, last year, this date, the high was 81 degrees. It was a nice, warm, summer-like day, but for today, the high temperature around 55 degrees. So about a 25-degree drop. So we can still be warm this time of year, but today it decided to be kind of cloudy and gloomy, not the best type of weather, and that's my version of a cloud there. The next window of opportunity is a little bit more detailed. I want to talk about not 80-degree days, but 70-degree days. The average last 70-degree day of the year. When is it? Coincidentally, it is on October 30th. One day before Halloween. And so that it's kind of fitting, right? The last 70-degree day of the year, and then our first 70-degree day of the springtime when we're optimistic. Hope is eternal. Get the flowers starting to grow once again. The birds start chirping again. The average first 70-degree day of the year is March 25th. So that's 5 months of no 70-degree days, and that kind of makes me sad. And the weather that we're getting now is exactly setting us into the mood of Halloween spirit and the cold spirit as well. So let's talk all about it. Let's flip the board and let's talk about what's going on with our weather. Doesn't a map like this, a blank map, just make you happy? Well, let's explain what's going on with our weather. Now, you may have heard low pressure systems that are coming in. There's a big upper level low in the atmosphere right over the Great Lakes states. Let's highlight it in red. And by the way, do we know our Great Lakes? Do we know the good old acronym HOMES? Well, let's, just in case, just for a recap, you have Lake Michigan that's right here, just west of Michigan. And I wish it was horizontal. This would make it much easier to spell it out, but you get the point. This is Lake Erie, because it's right by Erie, Pennsylvania. There you go, Erie. I wanted to spell Eric for some reason. And then this one is Ontario. And this is a city that we shall not name that's currently in the World Series, but that's a whole different topic for a different day. So this low pressure system has counterclockwise flow like all of them do here in the Northern Hemisphere, which hemisphere that we like, but that has counterclockwise flow. So it is taking moisture from the lakes, scooping it up, and then transporting it to us here in the Keystone State. But the good news is there's not enough moisture, not enough instability there for those showers to carry all the way for us here in central and northeast Pennsylvania. We'll see some spits of rain, but the majority of the rain will be right here along the coastline. And we're already seeing that happen here on Wednesday. This will continue to be the case on Thursday and Friday as this low pressure slowly meanders and weakens as the week goes on. Now, we talk about rain, right? But in the wintertime, in 2 months' time, this system will be providing snow showers because it's going to be cold enough for snow. Right now, towards the Great Lakes states, temperatures are in the 40s. Now, I'm using red marker for 40s because 40s is too warm for snow. And for us, in northeast and central Pennsylvania, more like the 50s for a few days. Those clouds will keep overnight temperatures quite mild, and only in the 40s, but we're going to be in the 50s, definitely too warm for snow. Now, I say 40s. There is an outside chance that temperatures drop into the middle 30s, and briefly, for some areas along the coastline here, may see a brief sprinkle of snowfall. The first snowfall of the year could have happened this week. Maybe, but not for us. We're going to be in the 50s. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be gloomy, but eventually that low will weaken, and then our good old-fashioned, I wish I had a yellow marker, but a good old-fashioned sun will come back. I need a nice yellow marker. Maybe it won't work too well with the whiteboard for the sunshine to finally come back into the picture, but 50s is going to be the story, at least for the next couple of days. Okay, so to recap, this low will keep clouds around, and temperatures will only be in the 50s for highs for the next couple of days. Then finally, the sun breaks out a little bit as we go into the weekend, but highs will still be in the 50s. Let me draw a little spoke so you can tell that's the sun right there. But the good thing is that it'll at least be a little bit drier for the weekend as well. And unfortunately, the 70s not going to be a part of the picture here as we go into the latter portions of October, and that is a little scary of a fact. Thank you so much for tuning into Whiteboard Weather this week. Tune in next week to see what your Halloween forecast is going to look like. This is Anthony Bordanaro here in the Stormtracker 16 Weather Center.